Welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'm joined by Valinar and Nicole, and you Vice President and Ty, don't whack at me, in the room. Also, I made the Nursilla greatsword off camera after last week or whenever it was we played.
It's a very nice greatsword.
It is, I like the look of it. If it was red, it would be a little bit Minato. Only a little bit, though. Let's warm up with maybe something from HR5 first. Just to warm up.
So, no variant to start with?
No, we tried that last time. Remember, our armor
Yes,
still isn't up to par.
It didn't go well.
We need to wait till we have proper armor, because otherwise it would just be even more tedious than having to do it like 60 something times to finish the set.
Honestly, I'd just wait till like we have start of G rank gear.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. If you want one of the later monster ones. Oh wow, you're already ready. Also ready.
Ready.
Remember those games I was selling on eBay, they both sold for the prices I put them at.
Excellent.
That didn't stop people being continuously cheeky for the 3 or 4 days it took for them to finally shift. Like somebody came in like £1.75 below what I was asking for one of them, I think.
That's just petty.
Yeah, at that point it's just like, pay the goddamn price. It's a fair price, it's already a good deal. It's basically brand new, I just can't call it new. Buy the bloody thing.
What were you selling again?
Splatoon 2 and a boxed copy of World for PS4 that I never played
yes.
once because I just got it digitally because I
Wait,
didn't
are we
want to
fighting the Ketsu?
the Kezu, yes.
I found it.
Yes, I'll just take my time if you don't mind. I got the secret area. And I don't want to touch the Kezu.
Why?
I
It's so
should have
nice
kept the
and
music playing given that there's no music for the fight. Geronimo, my spine. Elder Frost Gammoth. Is that what they call the variant Gammoth doll?
Yep, I think so.
We never really fought many of them. No, the Kezu does not want to touch
fight
me.
the variant Astalos? I think that one's new for this one as well.
Yeah, there's the variant of Tama as well. Those 3 of the Fated 4 are new to this one. Yeah, the variant Ryzik is like blue lightning. And he has a few other attacks that send you flying, and then he has follow-ups and another tail attack. I remember those ones.
Fancy.
Ooh, there he is.
Don't bully the slimy white penis.
Yes, it bullies itself quite well. So thank you for the little bits earlier I missed because I was on the wrong window of my OBS. So I think this greatsword has sleep on it, maybe? It's sleep or poison, I always forget
Yep.
which.
I think it's sleep.
I saw a burst of poison there though. No, yeah, it's poison. Must be, I saw a second cloud. Hang on. Yeah, it's poison.
Oh, weird. I think it must be the sword and shield that sleep.
Maybe.
Best music.
Should put pirate music in the background, honest.
On loop forever.
I mean, I could.
Don't say that white phallic penis monster is veiny. That's...
It is, though, and pale, overly pale. And cold, and shriveled. I can't remember if I was still talking about the kid.
Are you describing someone in particular, or...?
Maybe. I was going to make it a your mother joke, but I thought, nah, it's quite frankly below me.
That would be
Which
quite rude.
also would have been a follow-up your mother joke. They turned it around and made it smart. Kinda, that's gonna miss. I mostly aimed for
You hit me instead. How dare
No,
you.
that's gonna look like I aimed for him. I swear I didn't. It's just I keep forgetting you can't turn when you're aiming something in this one because you can in World. And roll backwards, which I will miss forever.
Just play lands, and you can back up.
But I'd have to play lance, it's a horrible weapon.
But yeah,
It's gun lance without the joys of gun lancing. Okay. I deserve that.
Just a tiny little bit.
Trying to eat somebody.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna eat you!
I can't block the big zap.
Tis a troubling foe. Oh, Zeppel was wrong. It wasn't me that was gonna get sucked on. Got away. Thank you, Rydog, for the very specific 1230 bits.
Ooh.
This may look like a very specific number. Oh, I just said that. Number of bits, but that's because it is. I have unlocked the green butthole now. Ah! That's the organic vegetarian butt. No, I pissed it off with that. I still see the orange one, but I want to see the green one. Sorry, I'm waiting for the ball. There. I was just patiently staring at it because I was holding it under my foot. Hey, there it is. Thank you, Red Dog. You do indeed have a green butthole. The rumors were true.
Ooh.
When going vegetarian is too far.
I think you might eat a lot of green curry.
Oh my god. That joke was cleverer than I give it credit for. Because that was a Trolls 2 reference. In Trolls 2 they want them to eat all the food that's green.
Yes.
But now that I've had to explain the joke, the power of the joke is ruined.
Yes.
Well, it's either that or we talk about atrocities in politics.
Please, let's not.
You seen any scary movies lately?
I don't think so.
Do you wonder?
Maybe?
Actually, can you think of the last horror movie you watched?
I'd have to consult my list.
You have a list?
Yes.
Why?
Because I like lists.
That's very, very nerdy. You just keep a list of every movie you've watched.
Kind of, yes.
Hmm. Not judging, out loud.
I mean, I joined an anime site just to make a list on
Oh, that's right, yeah.
what animes I watched.
I remember that. Well, go get the note. I want to know what horror film you watched. I'd also accept the last film you saw in the cinema.
Ages since I've been in the cinema. I don't really go to the cinema.
No, prior to the Marvel movie Surgeons, same here. Did you go
Last
see
one-
like Star Wars or something?
Nope. The last one might have been Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2.
But not part one.
I've seen that before then.
Oh, okay.
Because there was like a year between those two. It was annoying.
Okay, well that's another Ned score, not nerd. Ned would have been acceptable, but only to a British person, or specifically Scottish, I think. The English call them yobs, we call them Neds. I like that you had it on hand. Or at least close enough that it felt like you were gone for like 10 second stops.
Didn't even have to get up.
Oh dear. Now, where do you keep
Does
the list
the-
of people you've murdered?
In my cellar. With the corpses.
Oh, of
Where
course.
it makes sense to keep the list.
Yep. Got to keep all the evidence in one place to make it harder for police.
Does the Stephen King miniseries The Stand count? It's not
Uh,
really a horror film though. Just
I
a
haven't
small
seen it,
horror element.
so I don't know. I guess if it's by Stephen King, by default it should count.
I don't know.
Well, what's the next in the list that
Ooh.
there's no wavering on a line about whether or not it counts as horror? Thank you, Rydog, again for the butt blowhole bits.
The Red Dragon, but that's been a while.
I don't know what that is.
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, right. That was the prequel one, right? For his young.
Might have been. It's been a while. I don't particularly watch horror films very often, apparently.
I did was like when I was a kid, and then for a really long time I didn't. But I'm kind of getting back into them. Only if they're very bad for the most, or very old, so then they appear to be bad by today's standards. That's kind of the criteria I'm working with now.
Speaking of very bad,
Apology bits. Apologies for what? Yes.
I've watched Alien Resurrection.
I've seen that one too. I didn't think
It's
it was
pretty
that bad. That's the one with Ron Perlman, right?
Yes.
I didn't think it was that bad. It's no aliens, but I didn't think it was terrible.
The only good scene was like the clone room.
Please kill me, etc.
Yes.
The secret spoiling earlier regarding the green butthole. If that's something else, I didn't see you spoil anything else. Oh wait, no, you mean in Discord when you saw? Okay, yep. Now I know what you're talking about. Caught up.
What was the secret?
I don't know. Who knows? I guess I could give a little bit of context in that a family member gave my sister and I a little bit of money and specifically wanted us to spend it, not just like hold on to it.
Okay.
I'm not going to give away the exact amount, but let's say it was around £100. So I bought two things, and one thing I bought was an old battered box set of Halloween 1 to age 20, I think,
Okay.
for a reasonable price on eBay, because I tried to find an official new release because I figured there'd be one since that new one's in cinemas, so they'd want to cash in on the old releases, but nope. All I could find is overpriced collections. So I got a battered one on eBay. It's weird, it's one, I think it's 6 Halloweens, but it doesn't include Halloween 6 because that one had nothing to do with John Carpenter. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, age 20. For some reason. The only reason I can think of is Carpenter wasn't involved in 6, or he maybe just doesn't like it, I don't know.
Is that movie really called H20 and not H2O?
Everyone called it H2O. It's meant to be 20 because it's the 20th anniversary of Michael Myers' first rampage.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone just called it H2O. It's like, what's it got to do with war? They ballsed up the marketing of that one pretty badly.
So it's supposed to be Halloween 20
Yes.
instead of water.
Yeah. But it goes back to following Laurie Strode's hiding under a new identity, being paranoid that Mike Myers is going to come and get her, and he does. So I've only seen the first Halloween, like I was saying when we were playing Isaac, or when I was playing Isaac earlier, other than the two newest ones, which are largely bad. So I haven't seen all the ones in the middle, so I wanted to see them. And this is the right time of year to do it, especially with the newest one out.
Yep.
It's apparently doing well. But Halloween 3 has nothing to do with Michael Myers. It's to do with witches.
Season of the Witch, yes. And it's like a weird TV program.
The TV program that turns people's heads into pumpkins and make them spit out bugs or something? I've seen clips of it.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, I've never seen the
Or
thing
maybe
itself.
turns them into killers or something.
Don't quite remember, but I'll find it whenever it arrives from eBay. Hopefully in time for Monday. I can spend my day doing that.
And then report back on Tuesday.
I would, I'm looking forward to it. I like reporting back on things I've watched now that I'm watching things again. So to tie this a bow on this conversation, the other thing I got was What Has Been Spied.
what has been tried, a video game?
Well,
Probably.
you just have to find out later in the week. No, what Rydog actually found was that he was looking through my playlist on YouTube and found one that I titled "Let's Make 200 Episodes of a Maple Story 2 Let's Play Together." And ruined the whole surprise.
Oh, that would have been great. I played a little bit more of that.
And so have I, as people stalked me on Monday.
I'm neutral on it. It's not particularly great, it's not particularly bad.
I like it as a mindless grind, which is what I look for in MMO these days. That I can just pick up and put down and not give a crap. Yep, it was terrifying. I couldn't wait till April. Oh, thanks for taking that from me, Vice President. I'm still playing Odyssey, but everything just takes so long now because it's just... It expects you to grind constantly, and that's just to make enemies be on par with you, or rather, to you be on par with enemies. I can't be asked for that, so I'm frequently doing main story quests that are like 2 levels above me, and it's hell. Also,
Seems annoying.
all the like mercenaries, you know, the system from Shadow of War type thing, they're all now immune to getting kicked off cliffs, and I don't know if that's because of me getting further in the game or because they've patched it.
They probably patched it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I was trying to I got into a fight with 3 of them because the game also does this annoying thing where they just spawn next to you, and if you're already fighting one and it takes so long for them to die, usually at least another 1 or 2 are going to join the fight.
I mean, now if you had bought like the EXP booster at the start of the game, you wouldn't have this problem.
And if it was only 1, I would have assumed that they just had a trait that made them immune, but all 3 of them I tried to knock them off and none of them. They all got kicked by the kick, they all fell over, but as soon as they hit the bit where they would fall off the cliff, they just kind of hit an invisible wall. And that didn't used to happen. You used to be able to murder them. Maybe that's why they changed it, just because it was too easy to murder them, but it was funny. To constantly kill enemies by shoving them off tall things. It was their own fault for chasing you up there.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they patched that out.
Does anybody know for sure? I'm curious. Because that's going to make the rest of the game a hell of a lot more, or less fun, rather. Oh. What the? Rajang's here.
Oh, hey! It's an angry monkey.
I expected to see Devil Joe.
Where is the Rathalos going? Out this way.
Tell me a tale of maple, of horror, bravery, and honor. Ty, if you're still using low rank armor, you should honestly just mix anything that you can make based on what you killed on high rank, like I am.
Just anything. Place your
Yeah,
pieces.
the lack of skill is made up for by like tripling your defense. Is he leaving again already?
And make sure to upgrade it. Also, I'm poisoned again. Damn it.
Don't worry, we're not.
Stunned as well.
Don't worry, we're not. He's tired. Oh yeah, the nice thing about this greatsword is it has yellow white sharpness. Not much poison on it, I think that's how it balances it out, but I appreciate the sharpness
Probably.
more.
And probably lower, like, raw damage. Hey, my sharpness.
You have a 12-inch / foot long sub. When do you eat it? On my day off, I had one of those. I ate half of it for lunch and half of it for dinner.
I mean, you eat the sub when you're hungry?
That would also be an acceptable answer, yeah.
I mean, that just makes sense.
Or if you don't want to eat it now, you could just give it to chat. Where'd he go? Went back the way.
Yep.
Ooh, Sora. Give it to Don Tombre so you can steal it from him. See, now it's getting too confusing. It's getting too many layers deep.
This might be a bit of
Raffles,
a problem.
come back here just to play with the Rajang. All I see is Raffles' face.
It's limping. And they'll go to the nest, hopefully.
Yep.
Not sticking around this area. I don't like it.
It's filled with Bullock Super Saiyans that pick fights and have atrocious manners. What are you crying at? Dog face. Got the face of a dog. Yeah. What do you think about that?
He didn't go into his nest.
Oh, god damn it. Go into the grassy bit the Rathian goes to, right?
Yep.
As soon as I get there, he's going to go to the nest.
Yep.
But if I don't go there, he won't go to the nest. Such is life.
And we've lost paintball.
Well, you'll see if it flies, though. Maybe. Oh, wait, no, this is the bit with the netting. The grass bit was next door to it. I was thinking of a different place. And he's leaving.
Of course he is.
Second I got there as well. The actual second.
He's still not going to the nest. He's going...
It's the bit
to
just
the
before. That's where I was
mountain
standing
area,
when I
yeah.
said if I don't leave, he won't move. 'Tis the curse arisen. No, bearer of the curse. This is what you must do.
Seek lest.
Seek powerful souls, seek powerful monsters. Seek their gems, lest you not make the armor you want. Biatch. Pretty sure the Emerald Herald said Biatch.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
I like that we're going very meta with the stream and that we're playing on the same Switch that was in the Sneaky Neighbor. Why can't I remember the name of that game? Silent Neighbor, because it makes no damn sense. That's why.
Secret.
Oh, it's a Secret Neighbor.
Too many S words.
It just doesn't stick. Either way, there's a Switch that you can chuck around in that, even in the PC build. And now this is us, having
Yes.
successfully defeated the neighbor.
And stolen his Switch, which was actually the goal, not freeing the friend.
The friend was the Switch, with a friend request on it. Which is this metaphor's version of the Upside Down, it's all coming together. The Upside Down is filled with monsters from Stranger Things. Oh, you know, okay.
I didn't know, but it's fine.
I should replay Dragon's Dogma. I would.
Yes.
I see myself doing that someday. Yeah.
When it comes to the Switch,
I feel like
everything needs to be on the Switch.
the excellent PC port is good enough. Just build something else other than a Mystic Knight.
I mean, think the Switch version might be able to replicate the Xbox 360 feel.
If it's lucky, I'll get that good. Yeah. Xbox.
Just like the Dark Souls experience.
Yeah. Snap, son.
I got a Ruby.
Ah. See, I told you, but the prophecy came true. Seek last.
Seek less.
Oh, that unlocked Dread King. Good old Dread King.
No, he's gonna play the bug game at Christmas. Hollow
The
Knight.
bug game? Yeah, that's more like it. You show it the respect it deserves. The bug game.
Are you gonna play the Switch version?
Nope. See, I have to let a lot of time pass now that Chris B's playing it on his streams. People will be too used to it.
Which monster is it in this one that makes the armor talons?
Devil Joe. Well, but the first
kill a
tier is
Devil
just
Joe
available
already?
to buy. We have not killed one. We can see one. Would you like to kill one?
I mean, we need
Yeah,
those
I would.
things.
Okay, he said yes. Let's go. He consented. That sounded almost like consent. Go. Oh, you finished it? Did you do the White Palace? Did you get the proper ending? See, when I do replay it, I'm not doing the White Palace because I can only do worse. There is literally impossible for me to do better.
But ending though.
Oh, I haven't seen the base ending. I got the true ending the first time I did it. I did the White Palace without dying. And I won't be able to do that again because that was mostly luck. I know one of the DLCs added a harder White Palace, but nuts to that.
It doesn't seem like a fun time.
Nope. Ty, make your shitty armor collection faster. Oh, look at him, look at him mismatched. Oh wait, no, he's not mismatched. That's the, I was going to say Electron, that's not what I mean. Shaguru Megala, that's what I mean.
Isn't that still low rank?
It could still be low rank, because I don't think we fought the high rank one yet. I don't know which DLC added it, I just remember seeing it briefly. So I spawned in front of him.
Nice.
He's quite big. I need to run away so I can use a hot drink, rather. Devil Joe says no. BRB, Joe. BRB. Conchi says no as well, goddammit. Ah, there we are.
I found the Devil Joe.
I found it first.
He seems agitated.
It's because I ran away. His tail has it in for me. That wasn't meant to fail to happen. One of these countries swings in my face again. I saw one hit Devil Joe.
They're just gonna stick to him and give him armor.
Oh yeah. Yes, alright, I see
Are
you.
bastards.
Could he please stop just standing in that corner doing his foot stomp over and over? Is his head stuck in the ice?
What, you don't like his stomping?
In this one, it's not so bad because he does leave it. Oh no, it's maybe in G rank he doesn't leave a pause after stomping. I don't quite remember.
Oh, that's a breath. I won't be able to block that. The range is lower than World. Good. Got slapped by the pickle though.
We're all very jealous.
Yes.
Did I do the fence down?
Don't think so.
No, he's not salivating yet.
Yep, that's a nice mount.
He's a good man. He's a good man. And done. Now he's salivating.
Oh boy. Bloody can't choose.
That's the best kind because it means they're dying. He is tired. If anyone was interested, Team Cherry did a video showing how they made Hollow Knight. I only saw the gif of the tweet, but it showed how they built up one of the areas, and you'd be surprised how many different layers.
Like an onion.
Yeah, like an onion.
Eyes getting eaten, yep.
More important things to do, like throw a tennis ball for my dog.
I mean, that would help, but I keep falling over for some reason that I can't explain.
Insert YouTube video of Conchu thing here.
Among others, yes.
And Conchu was waving at me, as if mocking me. You just refer to the monsters as dinosaurs, or are you talking about an entirely different game in chat?
I mean, it's obviously dinosaurs that have been, like, genetically engineered to be weapons of mass destruction. This is the post-apocalypse.
I want to say there's another game called Dinosaur Hunt.
I'm sure there is. It's a crappy game on Steam.
That might be it, yeah. I think I remember the one.
It's like a pretty crappy first-person shooter where you fight one thing at a time. It takes forever to do anything.
Yeah, I think it was considered a con for a while, and then it had like a resurgence because they redid a lot of things. Then they have it for like 99p at one point.
That's possible. Also, I was gonna talk about the new upcoming games on Steam, but then I pulled up the upcoming games list and it's like 50% boring.
That one that Tom Brady showed me looks good, Generation Zero. I like how that looks. I would describe it as, if you know of an indie game called Sir, You're Being Hunted, except it's co-op, and with much better graphics.
That might be interesting.
Yeah. It's if it actually lives up to what's in the trailer. The trailer is in-game stuff, but it's whether or not it's smooth and not janky multiplayer. But yeah, it looked good. I kept on meaning to add it to my wishlist and I forgot, so I could keep an eye on updates, because there's no like beta or anything. I've never received an email about it. Yeah, chat. If you're interested, go check out Generation Zero on Steam and let me know what you think of it. Because it made a good first impression. I was going to say Wavering Whetstone. Alchemy Whetstone.
The heck is a Riven Whetstone?
I was getting confused with the... What were those things in 4 Ultimate called when...
Wystone?
Yeah, Wystone. That's the one. So you could do extra damage against Apex stuff. As soon as I learn against the footstone. I think I saved one of you there from the stomp.
Yep.
Totally 100% on
Sent
purpose.
flying. We need fangs with talons. Probably talons.
Talons. His face ain't broken. Oh wait, no. Talons are claws, right?
Yes.
Don't just lay down facing me, giving me puppy eyes. Why won't you play with me, human?
Do the thing, human.
But you didn't bring the
Why
ball
won't you do
out.
the thing, human?
I thought she hadn't brought the ball, but she just nudged it closer to me. She was encouraging my laziness. Hey!
Should I do we have time to carve the pickle before it is eaten? But we are eaten.
Can everyone notice I'm the only one who's not carving the... Is he eating that bloody thing? No, thank goodness. He was just trying to punish you for your contact lens farming. Who would do such a
Very
thing?
angry
It's
and
terrible. I'm gonna cook up some pickle.
Ow.
What's that popo doing? Oh wait, no, they're not called popo when they're mammoths, are they?
I think they are.
No, they are, yeah, because they drop popo tongue. Yeah, yeah.
The gamma is the popo draw, so
Yes, that's true.
that seems fine.
Just ran from one end of the room to the other to do the same thing, to turn around and do the cheeky little bite to try and get the fence down.
Yes. I got the debuff. Don't like it.
Did it again.
This weird little spin.
Yeah. Must be very tired if that's all he's doing.
And the conjurer back. Damn it.
Got me that time, but didn't give me the fence down. Must have... No, he's still salving.
He just didn't hit you with his like face hit bumps.
I guess so, yeah.
Got you with his body instead.
Right, Phoenix.
That is one angry pickle.
Yep. Aim to stay still for a little bit so I can brimstone slash him.
Oh boy. That's bread. Gross. This is a pretty bad time for the hot drink to wear off.
Put it down the healy dealy.
Might
yeah, there goes
partake
mine
of
too.
that.
We all partake of it, we know where Joe's gonna attack.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Sorry.
Okay, now it's getting less alright.
It's a problem with Joe. You have to like aim for the legs. For the most part.
Just under halfway through the Hunter's Oasis wearing off also.
There's a lot of stumbling going on.
Roar. No. Oh, it turned. I forgot you can turn that one at the point it activates.
Here comes the breath. Bye tight.
Felt that. He didn't even say sorry that time.
Yep. There was nothing I could do about it. Oh boy, he's not even limping yet.
The Hello Neighbor game is coming to Xbox Game Pass today. That's the base version though, right?
Yes. not super special.
Yeah,
Never.
that's the single player stuff.
Devil Joe with his cheeky bite.
You shouldn't be too far off on them.
Hopefully, yes. Then again, Devil Joe has always been a bit tanky.
Here's more tanky Durham ballers.
Yep.
Guy with defense down that time. I wonder if cleanser would remove that.
Got to.
Need time to do all my full barrel fools. And there's a
There's
limp
the
too.
limp.
Good timing.
Do we go for the kill?
I always go for the kill. I don't bring cat stuff.
Kill it is.
It did get rid of my defense down. Good.
Isn't a mini Gamoto a hyper monster?
I don't think it's
So
hyper.
he
No,
would
I think
probably
it is
murder
G-rank
us?
though.
No, he was in Generations as well. So
Oh, was it? Maybe we can do it. Does anyone remember the specific hunt? Like what it's called? I'm
Nope.
sure there's a few Gamato ones. What the? Joe!
Joe is cheating.
It's rare that he does that. Digs into the ground, that is. He's probably gone to like where Shala fights. I think he sleeps up there.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know where the ball is. That's not the same ball I threw for you, that's a
I see
different
the
ball.
Pickle. Pickle is very angry. Incoming Pickle.
I'll see if I can see it in the list, because there's an icon if it is hyper. Don't really want it to die there anyway, 'cause it's too close to the zone.
Ouch, that's a lot of damage.
Yep. We're the ones being hurt in the hurty spots.
Joe is very good at hitting those. Like so.
Miss reasonable stamina drain when you block an attack. Fly, you moving person. Good luck. Hopefully I'll get them out. He did not. Hey.
Nice.
He was just about to rear back to do an attack as well.
Yep. But now he's dead.
Got a hide, Talon, and Talon. Perfect, a card what I need. Devil Joe!
I only got one Talon.
Sorry, you have to leave the ball if you want me to throw it. No, stare at me with the ball in your mouth and then walk away. Have crystals.
But no fire cell stones.
Nope.
Which you still haven't got, right?
Correct. I only load up
Not surprised.
World on Saturdays. And since it's second section, I don't have it on before the stream starts. I got a gem. God damn it. And I need 5 of them in World. First kill in this one.
Didn't get my second Talon.
Good. Grumpycat.jpg. person hat for me. A bronze ticket. Alright, let me see if I can find the tiny Gamoto. Oh wait, no, I'm going to do my crafting first. Combine. If I have it in my inventory, it'll work, right? If I just do it from list? No?
I don't think so.
I don't
Put it in the
remember what
box.
page they're on. Where are they?
New power charm.
Oh, there
inside
they
the
are.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% if you do it in the box.
Mm-hmm. Power Talon. Wait. Oh, the other talons are in my inventory. Right. I was like, why can't I craft? I got multiple. Because they're in my inventory.
Oh well. At least I got the power talent.
You went for attack over defense.
Of course I did.
Unacceptable. Just make sure that's all right. Power charm, talon rather, armor, charm, armor, talon. Yes. Everything is as it should be, other than buying a potion and hot drinks.
No, it wasn't in the arena, right? Must have been somewhere else.
No, it was in that map we were just on. There's 9 pages. A mammoth mistake? That could be it.
It's so cute and cuddly.
Yeah. I wanted some woolly lovin'. Why has it gotta be so cold? It doesn't have an HR restriction, so I guess we'll try it and see what happens.
Oh boy.
Well, if it hits like a truck, we'll know we've picked the wrong one. Or if we, well, no, we'll know by its size whether we picked the right one or not, but whether or not we can take it yet, that's another thing.
This is one Gamuto where aerial dual blades doesn't work.
Because it's too tiny. Oh, and yet tie switched. I see. See, technically I could put on Puppy Cam Azure, but you made it sound like an order rather than a request. So, no. I take orders from no one. Plus, she's having me throw stuff for her anyway, so it's not like she's sitting still. She'll just be coming and going. Who's tweeting at me? Don't like my pictures while you're trying to play Monster Hunter.
Misdirection tweet.
What about my mother? You realize I don't live under her roof, right? So no, not my mother either. It's the tiny Gammoth. Gamoto, I mean. It's tiny. It's tiny and yet really, really fast. Look at it. Look at it. Adorable.
It'll destroy you.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about when it finally hits me, but for now it's adorable.
It's absolutely tiny.
Yep. Right, the tiny mammoth. His music is less epic when he's this adorable too. I dragged him too far away. Fish for mounts.
Seriously, aerial dual blades.
Yes! Maybe? No, he fell over but he didn't get mounted. Arg.
Ah! There goes almost half my HP.
Ooh, so it does hurt then.
But its range is pitiful.
Bloody anti-mount defense is through the roof though.
Not a huge
Someone got it. Ty got it. No, I only ask is for the shine. I don't remember if this unlocks anything in particular, if it's just for the sake of fighting a tiny.
I think it's just for the sake of fighting a tiny camera.
That's worth it, honestly.
Although I'm having a bit of trouble hitting him. I'll just keep poking the button.
Good advice. You can't kill me, he's too cute. Too cute to live is a phrase I've heard before.
Yep. Strangle all the kittens.
Wow, he spreads a lot of snow despite being so tiny. Don't be trying. Nope. 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 Leave me alone. I want to be a snowman. Poor evil vice president had to keep on fighting during that.
Yep. Tiniest snow slam.
Really, it's just murdering everybody at this point. Even more so than Zenogino.
Doesn't this one have like super beefed up HP? This will take forever.
I don't remember. We're definitely not using as
luck,
good
everyone.
gear as when we did it the first time. Chat, you have to learn an important. That was a limp, wasn't it? Or was that just him doing
that was
his
just an attack.
important life lesson that cute things eventually die?
Yep.
Oh, I love the snow. Oof, that was big snow. At all
That
sides.
attack is very large.
Unlike him. I'm losing him in the snowstorm. Also, he's inside the rock.
Tiny cannon shoots giant rocks.
He's doing it again. That is an exceptionally dangerous attack because we have to be so close to him. Ah! That's not how gravity works. That's still not how gravity works. I was behind him. Oh no, he's stuck in a loop. We're not making a straw poll for Killer Cap. We could lose the hunt also. That's an option.
Yep. It's still an option.
It's still lodged within the wall, which is making it hard to attack its
Ow.
safe space because it's very frontal in its attacks.
It's not weak, it's just tiny.
We can shoot from miles away even though it's so small and it stomps. Don't encourage them to die. Just so that we lose and it won't perish. Hey, there we go. Ride the horse-sized Gamato.
Boo.
Hitbox on his head is weird. It's this size. It feels like every other hit has been missing. Is that a limp? It's hard to tell.
Nope, he's
'cause
just angry.
It's a little waddle.
Very, very angry.
Oh, he is furious right now.
What is this straw poll?
Ignore it, it's a lie. Spreading filthy lies.
Keep an eye on it. Is that the little monster that's got big lungs?
Ooh, that was a big snowball.
It's a big stomp.
The absolute unit. Oh no! What a terrible
It's
shame!
dead.
It's dead by my hand. There, it's no longer a threat.
You saved the realm.
I did. You can tell just by looking at it that this was a massive threat to the whole entire realm. No prance dance, that's good advice. Let's prance dance on its baby corpse. Something to call Pia? No, it's already dead. So there's no reason to call that. Don't need Pia to kill my animals for me, I can do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're all having Gammoth steak tonight.
I don't think there's enough on that one. We need to do
Oh,
another one.
yeah, I might have to kill a few more. Don Tomber, how dare you only just now follow me on Twitch? Or have you done the classic of
Weird.
accidentally pressing the unfollow button and then repressing it instantly and hoping no one will notice? Because that happens.
Once.
Isn't the follow button up at the top right though?
Bottom right for me.
Golden egg? Guess that's the special thing you get for doing it.
Cash. We killed it for cash.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it was a gold crown small, in case you were curious.
I wasn't curious.
I liked the Facebook page to save Mini Gammoth. Why did he die?
Probably the same reason Coney 2012 did nothing.
He had a mental breakdown and masturbated on a car?
What?
That's what the Coney 2012 guy did.
He did?
Yeah?
Nice. A man of culture.
Did no one see the send up South Park did of it? They did a song
Obvious.
number called Jacking It in San Diego.
Let's kill a Gravios.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he touched himself. Let's do what now?
Also did a Gravios.
I really don't want it, but okay.
Also the quest book the cat presents is extremely low res.
Yep.
If you look at it.
I'd rather not. You're in the way also. Yeah, it's really low res. They never bothered doing a good one for that. Sorry, please. The quest should really just be called Repentance. This is us seeking not justice, but forgiveness for the Gamoto kill.
Yes. At least it is black.
Sorry, you're really making a lot of noise throwing that around.
It is quite
right?
loud.
Sora. Sora. Sora.
Like she's throwing around the toy inside my skull.
You having a tantrum? She just likes the way it feels. Or it is a tantrum because I'm not throwing the balls for her, so she's like, okay, I'll just chuck this around then. What are you typing?
Man behind Coney 2012 arrested for masturbating in public.
Boom! Told you.
So he did touch his winky.
Yes, that's a very accurate way of describing it. What are we fighting again? Oh, I just remembered.
Yep. He's gonna be one zone up from me, but I'm busy looting the secret area.
Goodbye, Red Dog. Thank you again for the bits. Congratulations on your green bottle.
You should get that looked at.
It deserves to be in a museum. Sora, stop throwing that around.
Yes, get Sora an orc costume for Halloween.
That would be a fitting costume. Ugh, I see it. Ugh. This is not a black Gravios.
And not a G rank Gravius either.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's only high rank. That's not nearly as bad. It's still annoying though.
If you paid for a green bottle, you certainly need to like rethink your life choices.
What if it was just part of surgery to become the Incredible Hulk?
Go ahead, you do you.
That's a quick man. Hey, don't bounce with white sharpness.
And please break his chest or back.
I broke his
Either
back.
way. Chest would have been better, but still, it's fine.
See, you don't get to be picky, otherwise you end up on that subreddit you told me about.
Choosing beggars?
Yes.
Did you look into that?
No, because I was living it.
Ah, I see. So I can have those games for like 5 below your price and free shipping? That's what you're saying?
Oh, one person messaged me especially to say, can I get this for this price, including postage? It was like, the price I listed it for minus postage plus a couple of extra pounds. Yes, let's all hit Evil Vice President. Let's upswing him. Damn, he moved. I can't upswing straight away because of the style I'm using.
Terrible.
Another mount. There it is. He doesn't have the
Belly mount.
Gamatos. Oh, the belly mount. Roly-poly belly mount.
Monsters having more than one mount spot. That's rare.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Almost unheard of.
That's the belly cracked open as well. The juicy meat is revealed.
Doesn't break open his legs, so don't bounce on those anymore.
Oh, picking up that shiny made me crouch on the ground just long enough to not get touched by anything. That, however, reached.
I want that shiny.
It was just a wavering tear for me. You settled down a bit now, have you?
He missed again.
Like you did last summer?
Yes. Was a zombie fisherman all along. Was that the sequel?
I was thinking
Possibly.
of...
Or was it the parody?
I was thinking of the song. Do the twist again, like you did last summer. Not
No.
the I know what you did last summer, which is what I've just realised you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It was the fisherman in the first one.
A zombie fisherman?
He was not a zombie, he just wasn't really dead.
No, but isn't there like one where the killer's in the carnival or something and it's a zombie fisherman?
Oh, I want to say that's one of the scary movies.
It might have been.
The one that's not on Netflix, because when I was rewatching them on there, I did not see that one. But I have vague memories of like a parody where he's a fisherman with a hook. But I could also just be confusing it with a sequel. How many sequels did I know what you did last summer get?
At least one. Because I know there's one that's called I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Which is a stupid title.
Do you even have the same like main hero lady?
Might have kept like one or two actresses, but
Well,
I don't think the entire cast signed on.
No, well, spoilers, they couldn't have. She was the only survivor. Oh wait, maybe one of the guys survived. I don't quite remember now. It would be an interesting if it turned out to be a whole series of horror films, and yeah, the titles just kept on getting more and more obtusely about that one summer that's remembered.
Yep. That would have been weird. Like one set in the future for some reason.
I
On
still
a
remember
space
what you
station.
did on that summer of 1999. I think about it often
Yes.
as I'm flying around in my space car to my space job,
As a space fisherman.
fighting
I'm also a zombie.
lizard replicants
The hook.
with a hook. But the hook is a lightsaber hook now.
A light hook. Space light hook.
But then, like 20 sequels in, he starts getting dementia and Alzheimer's, so then he forgets.
I forgot what you did.
Yeah,
that
I've forgotten
summer.
what you did that summer. Can you please tell me? I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore.
No, that's the sequel to that one then.
Yes.
Please tell me what you did.
Please tell me what you did. Please. I need to know. Because of those, what are they called? Those movies that keep on getting prequels now, like The Nun and Annabelle. Conjuring.
What?
The Conjuring cinematic universe.
What? That's a cinematic universe?
Yes, yeah, there's many, many prequels now to every minute detail of the first two, which were apparently pretty good.
Yeah, just reeks of desperation.
They make money, so there must be more.
We want the Marvel money. All of it.
Yeah, but the reason I'm mentioning it is we also have to start doing the prequel thing, because that's in, so we're going to have to have a I Know What You're Going to Do in a future summer as one of the prequels. And then possibly also... Oh, you know what? It'll fail because nobody will want to watch it.
Yeah.
And then,
they do-
in 20 years they'll reboot it and they'll just call it I Know.
That sounds like something they do.
It sounds far too plausible, I know.
But if this was like the early 2000s, it would be called The Fisherman Origins.
Oh yeah. I Know Resurgence.
Resurrection.
Either one of those R words gets overly. I believe that bit's what we call something to kill time.
Us killing time?
Oh.
Thought we were killing monsters.
Oh, thank you for knocking me over for once. Now sleep and think about what you've done. He's looking at you. He's gonna get you. Wait! If you'd woken up a bit sooner. We don't need to dwell on the fact I was just standing and looking and waiting. I wanted to see it happen.
How dare you?
It's been funny!
The reboot? No.
Not at all. I think I talked about it before, but there was a good British dark humour series called Psychoville, and the setup to that is essentially the I Know What You Did Last Summer setup, where 6 people who are apparently not connected at all get the same handwritten message saying I know what you did. And the series is exploring how they all know each other and what they actually did. It was really good.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was good. You can still get it on DVD. I think it's on Netflix. The second season, however, was terrible. So just watching the first season as a self-contained thing is good.
Yeah, not everything needs a second season.
It's done by half of the League of Gentlemen.
It's on behalf of who?
The League
God,
of
God out there.
the League of Gentlemen.
Ah,
Sir, please. I threw the ball. I did what you wanted. Release the toy. Hey. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? I found I can
Does
make
Final,
No.
does Final
no.
Destination count as a horror movie?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen those, all 5 of them.
Oh god. I saw the first one.
Yeah, the first one was okay, the rest is pretty terrible.
Yes, yeah. Like Saw. I've seen the first Saw and had no inclination to see any of the others.
Yep.
And I
And
liked
then-
the first one.
Yeah. But we
Saw was the one that had a release where it was a choose your own adventure type thing, where you could choose the order events happened.
that sounds interesting.
I think it was obviously not like that in the cinema. It was probably just on the Blu-ray. Got a waving gem.
Same. Bunch of hard bones.
Got a +4, I'll take that. And a War and Gun Lance, I'll take that. Silver crowns all around. I feel like 90% of horror franchises have a decent first movie and then the rest are trash. That is because they are never made with the intention. Well, they never used to be. They might be now. The intention of having like not just one sequel but many sequels. It's just, oh, I have a horror story to tell that I think is scary. Let's do that.
I mean, just look at, what was it called? Something Project?
Project. I don't know what you're talking about.
What was it called? It was like made in the forest, and the bleeding lady snotted over the camera a whole lot.
The Blair Witch Project.
Yes, that one. The sequel to that one is extremely terrible.
Yes. As was the remake.
There was a remake?
There was, from 2015. Well, no, it wasn't a remake. It was like a pseudo sequel that ignored the second one.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I quite liked the first one.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't think it would hold up today because nothing happens. At the
Yeah,
time,
it's-
it was good.
Bunch of people with no budget walking through a forest.
Yeah. They really stayed out in the forest and the crew just messed with them. So it was kind of real reactions.
Wait, what are we fighting?
We are fighting a Dino Voldo
Yeah.
in the desert, because there's one on a different map too, but we haven't seen the desert tonight, so I thought, why not that one first? Also, I think it might be one of the key quests, but I don't know. Hello, Kenzie. Someone in this
Who
chat
is
is playing
playing
Skyrim.
Skyrim?
It'll be CR.
Is it? Yeah, it's CR. Almost certain it is.
He's just getting hyped for Fallout 76.
It's not CR. Is there anyone in chat that's hyped for Fallout 76? Just sounds absolutely terrible.
I asked on Twitter, and some people, well, everybody was saying, like, I either got replies were kind of like, yeah, sort of, maybe, or I know a person who is, or my little brother is. So it was almost like everyone was ashamed to say that they would be looking forward to it, and had to deflect,
Don't want
like,
to admit it.
had to go one layer deep. Like, no, I'm not looking forward to it, but my family member or friend, yeah, they're looking forward to it.
I mean, the Rust crowd is still out there somewhere, so
Do you know how
Most
the
people might
PvP in
enjoy
the
it.
game works? Because I read that in a Reddit post how the multiplayer PvP works in Fallout
I
76.
think you have to damage them first, and then you have to damage them back, and that kind of initiates. I
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a dueling system, but if you don't want to duel, then after a certain period of time, the person who tried to challenge you will start doing full damage to you rather than a tiny amount. And if they kill you, they become wanted, and everyone on the map can see them. And whoever kills them gets the reward. I think you can put more money on it if you wanted, or if you kill him you get revenge points. So basically it kind of gets you more if you deliberately don't accept the joke. Because all you lose when you die is... I don't even remember what it said you lose. You don't lose any gear, you don't lose weapons or armor.
Still sounds pretty terrible.
So you probably just lose caps or maybe a little bit of XP, I'm not sure.
I mean, depends on how they want to monetize it.
They also said in an interview with PC Gamer that people should expect spectacular bugs.
It's always online, so those are not gonna get fixed by modders this
like-
time. Enjoy.
Since when did having, like, quote, spectacular bugs become a marketing point? These aren't just your normal run-of-the-mill bugs, these are spectacular bugs.
Just think about it. At the Bethesda game at launch, and it's never gonna get fixed. Enjoy.
Someone pointlessly interviewed, who was it, Obsidian? They did New Vegas being like, hey, would you ever do another Fallout? And they're like, we'd love to, but Bethesda are never going to let anyone else touch
Not gonna happen.
Fallout because they think they make the best ones even though they don't. Everyone agrees that New Vegas is the best one.
I like New Vegas as well.
Oh, the massive player-made expansion for New Vegas just came out. California, I think it is. There's a
Nice.
4.4 gig player-made patch you have to play it, and then there's a bunch of other recommended but not required mods. But you have to have
Sounds
the
interesting.
player-made patch for it.
I mean, the last time I played it with like a mod that added like 100 new locations to it. That just sounds like something that's more. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it. It's been getting made for a while, so I assume it's got like the voice acted it and stuff.
Honestly, I can do without
Sorry,
voice
wrecked
acting.
too bad.
That's a slice.
Yep. At least he doesn't do two in a row. Like his variant does.
Honestly, I couldn't get on with the first Fallout.
Well, Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 are far too dead.
I did like tactics though.
It's the visuals for that put me off sadly, even though the gameplay type appeals.
Yeah, no, I'm a heretic.
The thing most people like about New Vegas is that the choices feel like they're very diverse. That's all Bethesda need to do, really. Like, it feels like you're making a difference if you become like, Satan of the Wasteland or the Archangel Gabriel.
Yes.
It feels like you're making a difference even if it's an extreme.
I mean, there was a fair bit of difference between like being Legion or being NCR.
Yeah. And I guess within those you could be, well, maybe not good or bad, but by the book or merciless.
Yep. Yes, the start of New Vegas has some problems.
Like they made the tutorial with the lady optional, didn't they?
They did, yes. I think it had always been optional.
That's only bit I remember being especially slow. Although then if you get dragged into doing the boomers, no, the boomers were the other folk. Who were the gang that had taken over the prison? You get
That's the boomers.
that is the boomers, the more the people with
No,
the
wait,
mortars.
that's not the boomers, that's
Yeah.
the powder gangers.
Yeah. Powder gangers, yep, that's the ones because they use dynamite, yes. Yeah, if you get too deep into that stuff and Prim's problems, then it can really slow down the start. Yes, I see you, Sword. You're on the wires, dear.
Yeah, other options are Castle Doors or Death Claws. Enjoy. Honestly, I dislike Castle Doors more.
Yeah, I dislike them more as well, but they die quicker than Death Balls.
Damn poison beetle things.
I thought they were fireflies.
I think there's like like mosquitoes or something.
Oh, maybe they start as the things on the ground and then they grow into the big flying ones. Anyone want to look up how much crap is in the player mod? It was one of the top posts on our gaming, or our games rather, so it should still be there. But it didn't have a full list of features, it just had like, here's the place to download it, here's the mod you have to have. No, what the? He turned around! I must have leant on the D-pad. Button slashed the wrong way.
Oh well. Happens.
Very lucky hit there to knock him over. But he's not heated up, so we can't break the tail off.
Sadly, yes. I don't remember any particularly broken perks in like Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
I remember one in 3 where you had to save before you picked it, and then you could just farm all the karma-related achievements because it gave you one full mastery in either being like whatever the top tiers of being very bad or very good are. So you could just get all the achievements by loading your save and picking the perk for whatever. So remember achievement hunting Fallout 3 when it released. The original release on 360.
Never bothered doing all of them.
He's falling over.
Came close once.
I used to be an achiever. When I had the time to be. Because it isn't that I don't have the drive. If I like a game, I want an excuse to play it more, and achievements are a good excuse for that. It's just the time investment.
There's very few games I've got all achievements in. Like 9 or so, 7 of them on Steam, 2 on PS4, that's about it.
I've never gotten a platinum trophy.
I think we're fairly close with Bloodborne.
I wouldn't be. They never did any of the Covenant stuff.
Yeah, but that's just talking to a few people, I think.
There still is in this game, yeah. Yeah, this is Generations Ultimate, it's not Generations. So there's a few new monsters, like Barriath.
Most dangerous monsters.
I assumed, yes, my dramatic samurai pumpkin stance.
Very dramatic.
You have 100% on Viva Pinata because your wife went through the whole damn game. I played that a lot as well, I liked Viva Pinata. The sequel Party Pinata, or whatever the hell it was called, that was trash. I remember achievement hunting on that a lot, but I don't remember if I ever got them all. It's a Silver Crown as well.
Ugh.
And we got Hellblade unlocked.
Yep. I've got a game that I've completed 100% 3 times.
Is that Dragon's Dogma?
Yes.
It doesn't surprise me. Also didn't realise how late it's gotten. This might have to be the last hunt.
Yep. How about a Tigrex?
Is that a key quest?
I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not sure if it's
Alright.
this one.
I posted it. It's fine. See, I get it in right now.
Nice.
I got a
That's true.
Glavinus Fire Orb. Is that his equivalent of a gem? I don't remember, because it has the gem icon.
It sounds like it.
It was sparkly. Viva Pinata 2 Trouble in Paradise. Yeah, I remember that one as well. My sister was the one who bought those, but I played them because I wanted any excuse to get more achievements. That actually turned out being pretty good. Making pinatas mate with each other or eat each other to turn into new mutant species.
Gross. So, Slime Rancher then.
Viva Pinata did it first. So the setup to this quest is we're hunting a Tigrex as a late birthday present for someone's little sister. What?
Oh. That makes sense. Also, I found the Tigrex. Please help.
Say hello to it first. We'll be along shortly. Made them do the romance dance? No, I remember some that you could only get by making them eat others. It wasn't always mating. Like, I'm 100% sure of that. Because I remember those being the harder ones to do, because you couldn't have the aggressive, I guess carnivore isn't the word when it's piñatas, but still. You couldn't have them around because they'd just eat everything.
Can't you make like pens or something to keep them in?
You could, but then also like the villain would send in evil ones that were aggressive too.
Also, yeah, strength dogma is real fun.
It is, yes.
Magic Archer is the best class.
Oh, I got here just in time to see that poor rock die. That's a pretty big Tigrex too. Can we continue the trend of the silver?
We'll see. First, chop chop.
I'm waiting for the day someone comes in and says, wow, they've ripped that off of the Dark Souls 3 boss.
No one watches Monster Hunter.
You hear that chat, Valinor called you nobody.
I mean, how many people are left?
53.
53. Not bad.
For Monster Hunter, you're correct, that is not bad. It was a reasonably quiet start to the week, but I think it was only like 70 something for secret neighbor. Aha! Although I did it, I almost instinctively said silent neighbor again.
But I mean, once that game is like closer to release, it might draw more people. I don't think many people know about it yet.
Oh yeah, that's the first I'm hearing of it as of the press release I got before, or the email with the codes rather, before the stream started.
I mean, it's a good start. It could be fun, I guess. Not hearing the music.
I'm hearing the bit that gets it stuck in my head, which is the worst possible outcome, really.
Oh, it'll give you something to think about in your bath.
That's weird. Don't talk about me having bath time. No, the dog won't leave me alone when I'm in the bath. I still have to throw a ball for her. Although she's really weird, she will never bring it to me if I'm looking at her. I have to be looking away. Because she always wants to be back into position before I throw it. And she knows she doesn't have time if I see her coming. Mystic Knight was what I did the playthrough on YouTube of, yeah, if that's what you were asking. Parry, shield, magic blasting everybody once I finally learned how to do it.
Or just spamming the giant orb and hitting that a lot. That works usually.
Oh,
Went upstairs.
he did. Even though none of us were up there, which is a bit weird. Where is he now?
Downstairs.
Oh god. Knocked him over with that, but didn't get him out. Might not have been close enough to the body, because I smacked him with the tip of the tail. I also don't think I've successfully poisoned one thing tonight. Which just shows how pathetic the amount on it is. Maybe we should have killed some Nursillas, because I think I can upgrade it. If we do. Hello, Blue Bear.
Maybe next time.
Sorry you missed a bit. You've missed 95%. This might be the last time.
We have 8 minutes.
Yep. It's a high rank hunt. We're using low quality gear mostly. Ty Zeppold.
Didn't fall over, so he's not close yet.
That's way too early for that. Bear double roar. I assume one of them was the weaponized one.
Both of them were, I think.
Oh.
Was he made?
We all probably shouldn't stand in this corner.
Yeah, it seems like a bad idea.
Whip its nose with pointy things. Alright, if you say so.
I mean, it's already broken. So
Oh, too late, the nose is broken. Cannot complete, what do I do? Game over, man, game over, etc.
I see this reference there.
Thank you. Oh, there's a good point of debate. Aliens and Alien. One or both, good Halloween movie or not?
I mean, I really like the Alien movies and books, so yeah.
Well,
go
yeah,
for it.
but do they classify as a horror movie, I guess is what I'm asking.
Sci-fi horror, sure.
Do
They
both of them though? Because I feel like Aliens is more action horror. Or not even horror, just like action sci-fi, kinda. The first one is a horror movie. It's a slasher movie in space.
Yes.
So
Second one,
second one is harder to classify because there's horrible aliens, there's jump scares, kinda.
basically the scene where you see the team walk into the hive and they get killed one by one.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a horror movie. Isn't it?
Or when they're listening to the guns killing them and then they stop and they wonder where they are and then they look up in the ceiling and the aliens are all just crawling towards them.
I'd say they count as horror movies.
Jason X would also be a space slasher movie or sci-fi horror as we're classifying aliens, yeah. Alien. That's where Jason Voorhees gets frozen for many, many years. So this is his last victim. And they get unfrozen on a space station. I've seen that movie and
It's dumb.
well, that's the thing. The Friday the 13th movies are all dumb. They're all dumb. They don't
That's
really
extra dumb.
they don't really try to be taken seriously. I remember that movie very well for two scenes. One where one of the people give him his machete back and then he's saying over the intercom, "Oh, it's okay, he's cool now, he just wanted his machete back." And then you hear him get gutted. And then the other moment is
Dumbest thing.
the twist is one of the ladies like says, "Don't worry, run away, I'll handle him." And they're like, "No, you'll get killed." And then she just kicks his ass and it turns out she's a super strong robot. But then Jason gets thrown into a pile of space goo that turns him superhuman.
It's just stupid.
It really is.
Special kind of stupid.
It really is terrible. I haven't seen it in like over 15 years, I would say, and yet I still remember scenes from it. So clearly, it left more of a mark than Friday the 13th Part 5.
Yeah, probably.
Because that was just terrible. But I only watched that a couple of days ago, so I do remember scenes from it. I'm not going to remember those scenes in a year. Yeah, that was one goofy film. Oh, I just remembered another bit from it. It's a throwback to one of the previous Friday the 13th where Jason kills somebody in a sleeping bag by just swinging them against the tree.
Yeah.
But the point is, he's going through like a holodeck type thing, Star Trek style. They're like, this'll slow him down. So they just make like two horny girls in sleeping bags appear next to a tent. And it's like, Jason should know those are holograms. But he can't resist killing them because they're sexy ladies in sleeping bags. And while that's actually just before the android lady beats him up, I think, if I remember rightly. It's like, how are we doing? And then it cuts back to him and he's just slamming them against a tree. It's really, really good.
That's more of a comedy, isn't it?
Honestly, yeah, it's like a space horror comedy. I can't remember how that movie ends, though. I think maybe they blow up the space station.
The cliche thing to do would be blow up the space station and then the mask floats by.
Yeah. Oh, at the start of that movie, where they're still in like present day, they establish that the reason he keeps on coming back is because he has superhuman regenerative powers.
He's Wolverine.
Yes, essentially.
Also ripped.
Stop! You're making me
2
want to
minutes
watch it.
spare.
I would honestly put that in the category of so bad it's good. Now keep in mind again, I haven't watched it for 15 years, but I can remember so many scenes from it that have made me laugh. Recounting, like, seeing the picture in my head is making me laugh out loud.
So it's not like the later Scream movies, which are completely forgettable.
Yeah, because they stopped being parodies. And just were straight up very run-of-the-mill slasher films.
Yep.
Almost done. I'm going to check if I can upgrade this sword with Nursilla bits, and then we can maybe do one quick one before we finish.
Okay, we'll see.
Would you like to know the end? I do remember it. Yes! Oh, did the tail come off at some point? Oh, it did. Where did that go?
Somewhere.
That's fine. Yeah, how did the movie end? Did they blow up the space station? Because they wanted to stop him getting to Earth, right? Sorry, you have to bring the ball back. You dumb. Oh, they launch him out into space? Aliens did it first, maybe.
Yep. I think it's the alien treatment.
Oh no, we got the Grim Claw Tigrex. It does like super punches.
Oh yeah, I remember a horror movie I liked.
Oh yeah.
Event Horizon.
I haven't seen it, but that's the one where they go to hell by accident, right?
Kind of. It's basically a Warhammer film.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is almost like they just go to hell. I don't think they ever state it. No, I need an Hyper Claw Plus, which is from Hyper Tamamitsune, an Accolades G rank.
Hyperclaw Plus.
No, it's definitely from them. I remember needing a lot of them when we were playing the Japanese version of this.
Hyper Tigrex.
Oh, Hyper Tiger. Yeah, it's from a lot of Hyper things that have claw drops, basically.
Yeah.
He gets sucked out of the ship and then plummets to Earth and lands in Crystal Lake in one piece. God damn it.
Hyper Seragios, Hyper Rathalos, Hyper Celtus Queen.
Oh, we have access to the first tier of Hyper stuff on this rank, but that'll need to wait for another time, I think.
Yep.
For those who are potentially watching on YouTube, see you next time. Ta for now.